Hey everyone, welcome to Volunteer Vibes. I'm Denise Middleton. Hope you guys have been having a great week and staying warm. Listen, there are so many things to do throughout the city this weekend. So if you're looking to make a difference, big, small, we are here to help you out and make it easy for you. And right now, I want to start with something that is happening we speak. So I want to go ahead and bring in Erica Luna. She is with Wesley Community Center. Good morning. I'm off to a busy start.
Hi, Denise. Good morning.
Erica. So first, I know you guys have the food drive going on right now, but go ahead and tell us a little bit about the community center because I know you guys offer so many services and programs throughout the community.
Yeah, definitely. So, Wesley Community Center is a through and through community center. We're located in Houston's historic near North Side community. We've been here since 1904. So we have some deep roots in this community. We are, like I said, a community center through and through. We're the picture of what you would assume a community center is. We have programs for all ages, all walks of life, from early childhood education to financial stability programs. We have a senior citizens program. And this morning I'm out to show you all our pantry. We also have a food pantry. And then, of course, most, if not
That's
all of our programs would not be able to run without volunteers.
that's
As you
right.
can
And
see,
so
because
tell us
these are
about
some,
this drive-through.
yeah.
Sorry, we're talking over each other. All right, yeah. So we have this food drive, this drive-through going on right now. Tell us about the groceries you have behind us because this is going on until noon. So, folks, if you want to go out and get some groceries, you have an hour to go ahead and do so.
Yes. So yes, we every Friday we have a food distribution from 9 a.m. until 12. It's actually every Wednesday and Friday for you to just drive through here, and you literally will just drive through. As you can see, we are trying to do a really good job of not having clients wait for too long. So there's not a line. You can just come straight through. You don't even have to get off. You do have to just show us an ID, and we can load you up with some groceries. And I'll show you what
Yes,
they're giving today. They've got fruits and vegetables in here, and some of the stuff, guys, comes directly from our community garden, which I'll show y'all in a little bit. But they're giving watermelons today, and as you can see, the car you just drive up here, pull up, and then we have some of our volunteer opportunities. We have volunteers that will load the cars. You just pop your trunk, and we'll load you up, and then you can just drive on out.
right. So
We
this
do
is a
that.
week. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You are on it today, Erica. You've got everything covered. I'm just going to chime in here and there.
Yeah,
But so you have volunteers for today, but like how many volunteers do you need each week and exactly, what you need to know? What do you need them to do?
yeah. So it would be nice if we had about 8 to 10 volunteers every time we did a distribution. So that would be ideal. It doesn't always happen that way. So if anyone is interested in volunteering, make sure you go to Volunteer Houston. But I'm gonna walk a little bit and show you exactly what they do. So besides the loaders that load the groceries into the bags, I'm gonna take you into our pantry. We have volunteers help us with intaking. So this is one position where they intake, and this is where they'll ask for an ID if you have an ID, and we will register you. And that just helps us know who has come before because it is limited to twice a month during the week. So the other volunteer opportunities that we have are sorting the food. So we use these little blue carts to load everything in, right? So we just have, we call them runners to run around and they load everything that we are distributing today into one of those blue carts. Um, Another one of the volunteer opportunities that we have is to restock, right? So some of our food we keep in coolers and freezers, and we need to restock them into the reach-in freezers so that we can, then the runners can load them and create a distribution. So we have sorters, we have volunteers that come to help us run the food, the loaders, the restock, and the intake workers. So like I said, we wouldn't be able to do this without volunteers.
It sounds like, and it looks like you have a good system going there. And I see you're wearing a mask. So, what do people need to know in terms of, your COVID protocols? Do they need to be vaccinated also, since they're, dealing with food and other things of that nature?
Right. So most of the food that we deal with, we do try to package it, but we do require masks. And so we don't require that everyone be vaccinated, but we do ask that everyone wear a mask. And you'll see here everybody's wearing a mask.
And what's the age requirement here? Because I know there may be some high school kids who need to get volunteer hours. What are the age
Yeah.
ranges that you
Definitely, we definitely enjoy having groups come out, church groups. We have had high school groups come out. Um, the age range is actually from 10 years old, they can come, but they have to be accompanied by an adult at that age. But if we have high school kids, like with a group or an organization, they can come out too.
Okay, that's great. And so I understand you also have the garden there, and you're going to need folks to help volunteer with that as well. So tell us exactly what you need.
So I'm going to walk you over to our garden. Our garden, we're very proud of, but it is a community-run garden completely. So this is completely volunteers. They own this garden. They come in, and if you can see all of our beds, we have quite a few beds, and they they plant it, they maintain it, they come and harvest it, and they will package it, and that food goes straight into our food distribution. So I will say, because this is volunteer run, a lot of times they come on the weekend to do that. So we have two distributions that we do on weekends. Tomorrow is one. So if you know of anybody that wants to drive through here tomorrow from 9 to 12, you can also come and pick up food tomorrow. Like I said, the third and fourth Saturday of the month. And you might get lucky enough to get some of the harvest from this community garden.
Oh, okay, great. And some people are commenting here, and they're asking, what do they need to do to volunteer if they want to come out and help out?
Yeah, definitely. So you can go to Volunteer Houston and sign up. We have events that are created on there that you can sign up for any time. We have like a whole calendar of times and days.
And they have a 15-year-old, and so they were asking if they needed to be accompanied by an adult. But you mentioned if they are 10, they do, but 15, they
Yeah,
should be okay.
15 should be okay. Yeah.
All right. And so it looks like, okay. And so someone else is asking about Saturdays, but this is on Wednesday and Friday. And also, you have something on Thursday too for people who may not have a
Yes,
vehicle, maybe they're walking to come
correct.
and get some
So as you
food.
can see, we're right on a metro bus line, and we do have clients that come on the bus or that just live in the neighborhood, and they will come walking to our pantry. And so on Thursdays, we dedicate that day specifically to walking clients. And so they can come in, and it's the same hours, 9 to 12. And we also have volunteer opportunities for those days. Actually, we don't have a distribution on Tuesdays, but even on Tuesdays, we can use volunteers to do prep work for the following days. But if you want to be here to experience a distribution and see clients come through and get groceries, those are on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
And how long has this garden been here in the community? I'm sure it's made such a difference to so many people there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. This garden has been here, I want to say it's around 8 to 10 years. Our pantry has been in the neighborhood for 30 years, but this garden, I think it's 8 to 10 years that it's been here,
And talk
and
about
it's
why
grown.
that's,
It's really, yeah,
I'm
it's really
sorry.
neat. We have these like standing planters here for any seniors or anyone that has trouble like kneeling down or at the lower level. We have these standing planters. Um, we have a rain collection system, so we can use the same rainwater, and we also even have um, a compost in the back that helps also. We use that compost
Mhm.
as fertilizer.
So talk about the need there. How often or how many people do you typically see per week coming through to get some of those groceries?
So we serve anywhere from 130 to 170. I guess on average about 150 people every time we have a distribution.
Wow. Okay. So definitely making a big difference if anyone wants to go out and help Wesley Community Center with this food distribution. Thank you so much for telling us about this wonderful opportunity that's happening Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays every week. So, if this isn't a good week for you, try next week or the following week. Erica Luna, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
And
Denise.
yeah, speaking of gardens, we want to go ahead and bring in Dr. Kimberly Adams. She is with the Blodgett Urban Garden. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So tell everyone about Blodgett Urban Gardens here.
So, Blodgett Urban Gardens is a community garden that sits right across from Texas Southern University in 3rd Ward. Our garden provides fresh fruits and vegetables to the community. We have a weekly farmers market on Saturdays from 9 to 12, and where the community members can come out and have access to the garden and the farmers market. And we only accept donations. And so the farmers market is a huge part of us trying to get the access to fresh fruits and vegetables to the community. But I would definitely say it's also a huge part of us ensuring that we can provide additional resources to them as well.
That's awesome. And I'm showing some pictures now of volunteers working in the garden. Talk about some of the things that you are going to need them to do this weekend.
So this weekend, we are celebrating Black History Month, and we're also having other entities to partner with us. One of the entities that will be partnering with us is ExxonMobil Youth Partnership. It is young professionals who work in the Exxon and oil and gas industry at ExxonMobil who will be coming out, partnering and with National Society of Black Engineers. And so some of the activities we'll be completing this particular weekend is cleaning up the garden, prepping it from the winter side, getting it ready for the spring planting. We will be fortifying our fence. We will be building a mulch and soil bin. So when additional beds in the garden need more soil or need mulch, they can go to a bin similar to a compost bin that we already have. We will also be doing just, a little bit of spring cleaning. So trimming back tree branches, cleaning up, stuff like that.
All right, that sounds like some good work. So what do they need to know before they get there? Like, what do they need to wear? What do they need to bring?
Okay, so one of the things you need to know before you get there is to definitely go to volunteerhouston.org to sign up for the event. And once you go to the website, we have a liability waiver that's already attached. And so when you sign up, it's automatically there. The other thing to know is that we provide everything else. And so we provide, bottled water, we provide the gloves, safety goggles, all the tools and resources, material. If we are planting plants on that particular day, we'll be providing the seeds or the seedlings, the small plants that transplant into the ground. And so we ask that our volunteers come out in comfortable clothing and something that you don't mind getting dirty in, ensuring that you also have closed-toe shoes. That's the most important thing.
Yes.
And yes. And so, but everything else, and come out to have a great time and be prepared to network. I tell people while you're out here and you helping us to grow for the community, also assist yourself by networking. There's a lot of great people that come out into the community and volunteer all the time. And so, and especially where we're located, right across from Texas Southern University, we have a lot of students that come over and volunteer with us. And also we're right down the street from U of H, and we have a great partnership with them as well. And so I just ask that, come out, be prepared to grow in the garden and be prepared to grow individually as well.
That's awesome. And this is family friendly. So I'm sure, the little kids will enjoy this. I mean, what kid doesn't want to play in some dirt? So what is there like, I guess, how young can they be to come out and help out?
And so it is definitely family oriented because we are on approximately 2.3 acres, 2.5 acres. It's plenty of space. So don't feel, don't feel like you have to leave the kids at home. Whatever age, if you're comfortable with it, we ask that parents just come out and, spend time with the kids. If you have a little soccer ball or something that you want to bring out with the kids, feel free to do so. Bring your strollers. The garden is definitely walkable and accessible. So please, bring those items with you. In addition to that, if there are students who would like to volunteer, there's a lot of students who need volunteer hours to graduate from both high school and from college and for other organizations. We are a registered nonprofit, so we can provide those hours. Volunteer Houston, when you sign up, provides a transcript as well. If the person volunteering is a volunteer is a minor, what we ask them to do is be accompanied by an adult. And so with that, Denise, sometimes, we have schools that come out and they have an advisor. And so we ask that that advisor come out, and so that an advisor can have multiple students, even a classroom. So that's all that we ask.
All right. And so do you need help with some other events that are coming up as well? Because I know you all have a lot of volunteer opportunities in case this one doesn't work out. What else can they do to help out?
Absolutely. So we have another a volunteer event date scheduled for actually next Saturday. And so we're looking to kick off our spring farmers market. And so it's going to be a great event for next week. And so we need volunteers to go online to Volunteer Houston again and sign up to come out on that particular date. The other thing that we really operate on, similar to Erica, is we operate with volunteers and sponsors. Because we do not charge for any of our produce and vegetables that we grow, then we really rely heavily on the community to assist us, and then corporations as well. We have a big corporate event coming up. And so if your organization is looking to do their corporate responsibility and giving back into the community, if you're looking to do your DE&I, let us know. We're here. You can partner with us. Your corporation can come out and schedule a corporate day of service with us. And by doing that, you can, your corporation will have a single day during the week where your organization will come out, and we will tailor that particular activity specifically to that company. And between 4 to 6 hours where the company can come out, volunteer, complete activities, eat, have fun, and then leave for that particular day. So whether you are an organization, a group, or an individual, there's some way that you can participate.
That sounds great. Plenty of options. Dr. Adams, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. You know what? There are so many outdoor activities going on. So we have one more to tell you about, along with some other things that you may be able to, go inside to do with family. Dr. Adams, we'll check back in with you in a minute. Thank you so much again. And right now we want to go to Volunteer Houston. We have Brooke Campbell here helping out as always. So I understand there's some tree planting going on this weekend also.
There is, yes. So A-Leaf Super Neighborhood Council number 25 here in Houston is looking for almost 100 volunteers to come out and help them plant trees tomorrow on Saturday from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Their goal is to plant 150 total trees, 3 or 5 gallon trees, and they're planting them on the Esplanade at the intersection of Wilcrest and Kip Way. So they have the tools. They're providing water and snacks. They're going to do this rain or shine. They're just asking for folks to come out and give them some help in beautifying that area of town.
That's wonderful. So another family-friendly opportunity there as well. So what else do you have going on this weekend?
Yes. So Free Wheels Houston is an organization that enlists the help of volunteers who know how to fix bikes. What they do is donate bikes that have been repaired not only to refugees, but also to veterans that may be emerging from homelessness. So they're looking for volunteers who have the know-how to fix a bike, any part of a bike. They provide the tools. They're just looking for some expertise. And they actually have shifts every week on Friday and Saturday. Both days it's 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So if you've got 3 hours to spare this weekend on Friday or Saturday between 9 and 12, and you know how to fix a bike in some form or fashion, I know they would appreciate you coming out to help with them achieve their mission.
All right, that sounds good. And also, if you want to stay inside, I understand Habitat Restore needs some help sorting through some donations, right?
Yes, that's right. So the Habitat Restore is actually supports the Habitat for Humanity organization, but they are a separate entity. But they have a restore where they are looking for volunteers to help sort all of their inventory, help price some of the items that are in the store, restock some of the shelves. And so they are looking for some help all week long, but specifically today, for about 1 more hour, but then also tomorrow from 9 to 12:30. So they are looking for volunteers Tuesday through Saturday, all week, every week, for about 3.5 hours at a time to come into the store and help them get organized and prepared for some of the customers that come in.
All right. Well, it looks like there's plenty to choose from. I'm bringing everyone back in so we can wrap up. Cynthia Campbell was asking if the garden accepted youth volunteers. And I know Dr. Adams, you mentioned, yes, they do. So the kids are always welcome when it comes to helping out in the garden, that's for sure. So everyone feel free to come on out and, have a positive impact in the community. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, everyone. Thank you for coming on and tuning in. Of course, we'll be here every Friday at 11 a.m. If you are looking for ways to give back and help out in the community, you can always go to volunteerhue.org to sign up for any of these opportunities that are happening this weekend and beyond. So feel free to do so. We'll see you next time. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye-bye.